And I'm David. Big Brother is back!
What? It's here. We just had a 2-night premiere.
Yes. But first,
we have a little business.
Yes.
You guys, there's a birthday in our community.
Yes.
It's Hunter's birthday.
And guess what? We made a song. 2, 3, 4. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey!
Hey! If you want a birthday shout out, go check out our Patreon.
Yes,
Link
you can
below.
sign up and get one for yourself. All right.
Back to the show.
Let's talk about the show. 2-night premiere. All new cast members.
Oh, they're in the house. Drama is happening.
Yes.
And boy, Big Brother is stirring it up real quick.
Oh my gosh, so many things have happened already.
Okay.
So, the beginning of the episode, of course, we've got the packages where we're learning about who everybody is.
Guests.
The most important thing we learn is that Tommy has entered the house first. What are you doing? You claim that you're a super fan. Don't you know about the curse?
Rest in peace, Tommy. Break it if you can, buddy.
Yeah, good luck. Tamar did it.
It doesn't count. Celebrity Big Brother doesn't count.
Yeah, that's not part of the algorithm.
What superfan doesn't get on the internet and just check out a couple things?
So, he's in the house first, but then we're seeing people meet, right?
Yes.
And immediately, as we all knew would happen, we've got a bromance between Jack and Jackson.
I don't know. I gave someone a superlative about most likely to have a bromance.
It was Jackson.
And in the first 5 minutes, we have that package.
Listen, he just needs someone to eat a lot of food with and pump some iron.
We can eat a lot of food together?
Like, what?
What is a bromance? I don't understand what they are. Anyway.
So weird. And then
we see Tommy and Christy.
They play it off very well, I think. But there's like a hint of recognition in their eyes,
yes.
Right? And we get the DR moments where they're like, what the hell? Like,
right.
Christy's here, Tommy's here, this is insane. We have to but they're both like, we have to play this off.
Well, I love that Christy like comes in for the hug and Tommy's like, nice to meet you.
I'm Tommy. And she's like, oh, cool.
Right.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
Tommy.
Tommy.
Because I think Christy was about to be like,
She's about
what
to blow
up?
it.
Yeah. And he was like, let everyone know. But, I mean, it was interesting. We've been talking about twists and what this possibly can be, could mean. And it appears to be just like an OTT thing. Yeah. They put 2 sisters in the house and they were like, oh, we didn't know the other one was going to be here.
Right.
I still have questions about this, but we'll circle back to that.
Yes. And then, we see some other relationships, some potential showmances starting to form. We see Jack likes Holly, Jackson like Annalise. Everybody likes Jack, of course, because he's the Jason Momoa of the house.
Of course.
They are planting those seeds for showmances. We'll see what blooms.
Now we get like our biggest news.
Yes.
Julie announces there's going to be a camp director. And this is someone that the house is going to vote for. And then that person has power and could change someone's game. Right. But yes, most importantly, they're safe.
Right, and that's what really seems to appeal to everyone. Like, I don't think anybody really wants the power because, like, it's a double-edged sword for sure, but the safety really appeals to people, especially Cliff. He's the first guy who stands up, and he makes the best case of anybody.
Well, first they opened it up. They're like, well, does anyone want it? And he makes the most sense. He's like, listen, guys, I know.
And you know.
And you know.
I'm a target.
Yeah.
I'm the old guy.
So I'd love to have safety.
And they're like, respect.
And they're like, respect, but also in one ear, out the other, because we don't want to keep you.
Right. So then, now this like opens the floodgates. Well, not really the floodgates, but it's just like other people are starting to express their own interest. We see David express interest. Then Jessica gets up, says, I'm a Libra, I'm fair, vote for me. And then Jackson can't help himself.
No.
He's got to have that safety. So he gets up and says, I want it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now, this is exactly why Jackson was cast.
Yes.
He is a go hard from the get-go.
Can't not be in control.
Right.
But then we see the girls and Tommy circle up and they're all on board with Jessica. They're really responding to the Libra comment, like, she's gonna be fair, love this strong female voice in the house, like, good for her putting her name out there, let's vote Jessica, it seems like it's a done deal. But then Jackson goes on this campaign and Jackson just has this energy where people, and I think it was Nicole who expressed this first, they don't want to cross Jackson quite yet.
Yeah, he's got a bit of an intensity. He takes himself very seriously.
Very.
And so he is now like talking to people about like getting this done. And Nicole was like straight up, well, I thought Jessica, but like I can't cross Jackson.
Right.
Like that's something I just can't do in this house. Yeah. And she's right. If Jackson's like all up in your face about me, you got to have a team of people who are going to protect you if you're going to say no to him. And it's just too early for that.
It's too early. And I don't think she was trying to cross Jessica or anything.
Right.
She just kind of found herself in this conversation with Jackson, and then it was kind of no going back. Like she was like, well, now I have this information, and I think I can't cross Jackson, and I got to vote for him.
Right. So they all go outside to these little podiums to vote.
Secret vote.
Right. And then now we've lined them up to reveal the vote.
Yes.
Now this is interesting because I just kind of assumed some people would have gone back to Jessica to tell her.
But it seems not.
It does not seem like that happened. They're throwing paint to the people who got like no votes, and then a few, you know.
Bella gets knocked completely off of her feet.
She's like airborne.
It's
She's like,
hilarious. It was like very powerful paint coming at people.
It was. I love it. I mean, nothing says you're in the Big Brother house like just getting.
And you are flat on your ass covered in paint day one, right?
Get used to it.
So the only people who get votes are Nick, Jack, Jackson, and Jessica, but really it's down to Jackson and Jessica.
Yes. And then Jessica gets the paint on her, saying that Jackson won it.
Yes.
And she's not so happy.
She's not happy. Because now she's like, people are already lying to me.
Right.
I've got to figure this out now. And that's kind of the danger. Like, you kind of ask for it a little bit by, like, putting your name in the mix.
I know, but she was trying to protect herself.
Right, it's true. But, like, somebody's going to get lied to in this situation. And now it's you. And so you don't have a great standing in the house. It's just an uncomfortable situation to be in day one of the Big Brother
But
house.
also, you should be relieved. Because the next thing that comes out of Julie's mouth is, so Jackson, as camp director, you have to banish four people who are out of the house and will compete to come back in.
Of the game, Julie says.
Right.
So that's just
terrifying.
Like, ooh, ouch.
So
like,
if I were Jessica, I'd be like, just kidding. No hurt feelings.
No hurt feelings. We're good, Jackson. Have fun with that.
Yeah. Good luck with all of that blood on your hands.
Yeah. Well, then that's basically the end of episode 1. Yes. Episode 2, Jackson, I didn't ask for this power. I didn't want this. Jackson, you literally asked for this power. Don't change your tune and act like you didn't want this.
You campaigned for this power. So here you are.
Yeah.
And we see people doing their due diligence.
You got to.
Coming in being like, I got your back.
Right.
You saved me. I'm loyal. You know, saying what they got to say.
But not Kemi. Kemi's not interested in that, okay? Because her back has not been scratched yet.
Hasn't.
So she's not scratching anybody else's.
Girl, I get you. I hear ya. I too have that philosophy. But not on
not on Big Brother.
One of Big Brother.
Because Jackson only needs one reason to banish a person.
Yeah.
Whoever they may be. And if he's able to say, you didn't come talk to me, that's a legit reason.
He didn't even come talk to me.
That's a legit reason to banish somebody.
He's going to come up with reasons like, you know, you also campaigned to be camp director.
Right.
Dumb.
Oh
but he could easily say you didn't come talk to me.
Because he's got nothing to work with at this point. They've been in the house for maybe not even 24 hours, right? So it's just any little teeny tiny thing. Not a good idea, Kemi, to not even go and talk to Jackson. But she's sticking to her guns. She's not going to do it.
Here's an interesting little alliance we see.
Yeah.
Now, we know that Jack and Jackson have been broing out since minute 1.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're talking and they're like, let's lock this threesome in. And I'm like, do they know Bella's in the room?
Bella's in the room. What? And she's not even really a part of the conversation, but she just gets looped in.
Her. They're like, this threesome.
Yeah.
And she's like, cool.
What?
I'm in this room, now I'm in an alliance.
Yeah.
I was like, did they think this through?
And I'm thinking,
okay.
Is this like a little tease at how Bella's going to win Big Brother because she's just going to be in the right room at the right time throughout the summer?
I was in the room and they voted for me to win, and I'm the winner of Big Brother.
Right. It was so great, but now we've got this like sort of random threesome.
Okay, but then this random threesome comes up with the idea that they'll just go for the other camp directors. To me, this made no sense when Jackson was the 4th person to talk.
Right.
Cliff was first. David, Jessica, and then Jackson's gonna be like the other people who campaigned against me. I'm like, you went against them.
You were the last one to throw your hat in the ring. So,
but he's just fishing for something.
Yeah.
He's just looking for any reason.
Anything that he can justify.
But this is what's interesting, is that they think, David's physical.
Right.
So we don't want to tick him off. Let's make him think we're on his side.
He's just a pawn because we need to stack this competition with people who will definitely get back in the house.
And David's like, no, I'm good. No thanks.
I don't like that.
Not down with that.
Yeah.
So Jackson's still not going to change his mind about that.
Right.
But that was proposed.
Yeah.
So now we go to this banishing thing.
Yes.
Which was
crazy. Yeah.
And hilarious at the same time.
Right.
Jackson's up in his little room.
Yes, it's very secretive the way they shoot it.
So we see that he banishes someone, but we don't know. And then comes in creepy squirrel man.
What?
And he's like, dee, 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 dee. And they're like, what?
What? Then he throws a bag over a whole person and drags them out of the house. I'm like,
these people
human
are like,
resources, I feel unsafe.
Yeah, I'm like, in a bag now. Being dragged out of the house.
I prefer not this. Can we do anything else, please?
I mean, I have to be honest, I was laughing the whole time.
I mean, it is hilarious, but it's just like, I can't imagine.
I can't believe that producers said we'll do this.
We're going to put people in a bag and drag them out of the house.
Cool, great TV.
Right.
But
it was.
First is Cliff. Gotta get that old man, don't we? Then Kemi, obviously.
Then
he just falls back on Jessica and David. Because he's gonna just go with this camp director thing.
Okay.
Whatever.
I don't really have much more to say.
Yeah, he's in a hard spot. What are you gonna do?
Whatever.
Okay.
So these are the 4 that we've got, and now it's this. They're outside, right? And it's the black box situation. We've seen challenges like this before. It's a new version of this.
Yeah.
And they have to find their way back into the Big Brother house, which is kind of fun.
Camp BB.
Yeah.
It is. If you go in the wrong place, you get goo. Over here, you got honey, whatever.
Yeah.
Feathers now stuck to you.
Yes.
So seeing people crawl around in the dark in the wrong places is always humorous.
Right.
Love it.
Yes.
But Cliff.
Legend.
Legend AF.
I don't know if he just got lucky or if, I think, you know what?
What?
I think Cliff is vibrating on a different level than these people. He just thinks, I'm just going to go along the walls. And for some reason, nobody else thinks to do that.
Everyone's
They're all
down.
on their hands and knees in the honey, getting feathers all over them. And Cliff is just like,
it worked for him.
There's the wall. I'm going to go along the wall. And there's the door into Camp BB.
Yeah.
And he's the first one back.
He's like, I know this isn't going to be close to where we started.
Right.
So he just and boom, he's like back in the house. And everyone's like, ah!
Yeah. And I'm thrilled because I'm like, thank God Cliff isn't gone first.
I was like, what? I mean, also, cutting in, he's got the best jokes while we're watching him do this. I'm like, the best jokes and the best strategy?
Hello.
Come on.
Yes.
Loving him.
Then it is...
Kemi.
Yeah, then it's Kemi, who gets back second.
Guess what? Here I am.
Scratch my back.
She's got a target.
Yes, right. She's on a mission now. She's on a mission.
Then we see it kind of like between Jessica and David, but Jessica comes in third and she too has a mission.
Yeah.
She's like, oh boy, these people are hugging me, but guess what? Jackson, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Well then, poor David.
Oh my gosh.
Julie comes over, the speaker system. David, it's over.
Well.
Yeah. You're out of the game.
For now!
For now.
She does throw in the for now, which goes... Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
But, my gosh, it's heartbreaking. I'm sad that she, cuts him off at the game.
And he's just... his responses, Sarah was kind of, imitating him. His responses are very, short. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think he's just stunned.
Right. He just got here.
Yeah.
He went through all of this work to get into the game.
Right.
Then he's in sequester forever. Yeah. He's thrown into this house with these crazies.
For less than 24 hours.
And all of a sudden, he's no longer in the game. Oh. I just can't even imagine what's going through his head. And we see this very tearful DR. And my heart is broken.
Yes.
I mean, on one hand, he's a recruit. But, he was genuine, and I was excited to watch him play.
Yeah.
So I just hate that it's cut short.
Yeah, and he, wanted to be the first African-American male to win the game and this and that, and he cried, and it might have been real.
It looked real.
Yeah. So that was a bummer to see him.
It was sad.
I mean, someone's got to go. you know?
But no one has to go on night 1, David. Remember, it wasn't always like that.
Well, not always, but I mean, that's the way it is this season. Someone had to go. I am sad that it's him. But
I would have been sad whoever was going to go this first night, because that's hard.
It's tough. I want to see somebody have like at least a full few days, a full week to like get into the game and play a little bit of strategy. This is just bad luck. Yeah. You know, there was really, he didn't play anything wrong. He just had bad luck. But at least he has maybe a second chance. We'll find out more about that later.
Now we see Christy and Tommy get their sort of moment to catch up. This is apparently one of the first times they're together one-on-one.
Alone,
and they're like, oh my gosh, is this happening?
She's like, Thomas, and he's like, zip.
No, you may not call me that.
Do not call me Thomas. We have to play this off.
And she does say in her DR, like, there might have been some bad blood. Like, maybe the relationship didn't end on great terms. So she wasn't sure what the vibe was going to be.
How they stood,
But they're saying to each other, look, I know you, I trust you, I got you, no matter what. But we have to play this off like we don't know each other. And Tommy is definitely saying that more than Christy. And Christy's just like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so it seems like Tommy's a little more prepared for the Big Brother game. And Christy's kind of taking cues from him. Hopefully she can keep that up though, because they have to keep this a secret or this house is going to split them up. So fast.
Now we see this weird alliance happen.
So this is the bros,
Starts with the bros.
Jack, Jackson, and Nick.
They're vibing with Nick. Jack and Jackson.
Bro's gonna bro.
Who Jack is calling Jackson Mickey, and it's gonna take me a minute with that, because I just learned him as Jackson. Come on.
Yeah, I know. But there's only room for one Jack in the house, so it's Jack and Mickey.
Okay. And Nick. So the three of them are like, let's get some girls up in here.
So they each sort of like pick a girl that they're attracted to. Probably. I don't know how it works.
Someone they like.
Yeah. So it's Holly. And
Bella.
It's Bella, and it's Christy.
And Christy.
Yeah.
And so they're like, let's go tell them. So we see them sort of like tell each girl, and they're kind of like, which one, who? Okay, got it. Love it.
Yeah, right.
Love this idea.
Of course, no one's saying no to an alliance. You know?
And they're all glad that it's like Jack and Jackson, because, you know,
they're strong.
By all appearances, they're the ones kind of in charge.
Yeah.
So we have this random 6 people alliance, no name given, but they're there.
Yes.
As we head into our first
HOH. Yes. So Jackson's final power is that he gets to pair people off and to like hang on these logs opposite one another.
Yes.
I don't think it really makes a difference who's sharing a log, but that's the final thing he gets to do.
Yes.
And it's an endurance, you know, hanging on competition.
And they're getting splattered with paint eventually. We do see that Jessica falls first, and then, but shortly after is Jack and Nick and Catherine.
Yeah.
Which you kind of think Jack and Nick are gonna hang on, but nope. They're out.
Yes.
Then we hear Ovi, who's like, I've been dreaming about an endurance comp.
Oh, I'm a super fan. I've been watching for so many years, dreaming of playing one of these endurance comp and throwing it.
Yes, because it's too early to be on anyone's radar, but he did it perfectly. He didn't fall first.
Yeah.
He waited kind of in the middle there.
Yeah.
No one's going to even think about it.
No. Well, then Nicole throws it, I think, less successfully, because it looks like she kind of leapt off of the log.
Right. We don't hear her admitting she threw it, but there was no slipping. It was like a boop. So I think she threw it.
Yeah.
That's my theory on that.
Yeah.
We get down to some females.
Yeah.
Holding on. We got Bella, Holly, and Christy, and then Tommy is our last guy.
Right. And really it comes down to Tommy and Christy.
Right.
And Tommy kind of realizes, like, Christy's got me, I've got Christy, I don't need to win this. I'm going to drop. And that's how we end up with Christy as our HOH, which we had already spoiled in our previous video.
Which we had heard on the audio leak.
Yes.
So we did know that she was going to be HOH, and sure enough, she is.
Yes.
Now we can go into more spoilers. Spoilers. Okay, so we know Christy's HOH, and we know she has to pick noms.
Right.
The audio leak did have her say she wasn't such a fan of Catherine, and that she was probably going to put her up with Cliff as a pawn.
Yeah, so, and we know that, like, she was kind of saying Catherine was in my face after the HOH competition. We haven't seen that yet, so we'll probably see that in the next episode, if that is even really a real thing. We haven't seen
much of Catherine.
Yeah.
And here's my question. Catherine and Holly know each other.
We know this.
That is a social media proven fact.
They follow each other. They like each other's stuff.
They may not be best friends. They may not have even met in person.
But they know of each other.
But they follow each other and have commented to each other.
Yeah.
So like you would say something. You'd be like, oh, you're Holly, whatever her last name is.
Right.
But Big Brother chose not to tell us.
Yeah, right.
That's the weird thing.
Because they did make a whole thing about Tommy and Christy knowing each other.
Yes. So they're telling us it's an accident or whatever. I mean, I don't think that it's an accident on casting's part, which was a speculation out there in the internet.
Yeah.
I think that they knew and they made the choice. Like, we're going to put a couple people in who know each other.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're keeping the other one a secret
it's weird.
Is weird.
Yeah.
It does seem like Ovi and Jackson don't
Mickey,
know each other. They talked it out, and I buy that.
Yeah.
You don't know everyone at your college.
Right. There's no indication that Jack and Bella have anything with the Kilimanjaro thing.
No, it doesn't appear like that was real, but it's just weird, and I wish we had the full story.
Yeah, I think there's more to come on that for sure. But the feeds are live now, so...
The feeds have just gone live while we're filming, so I'm looking forward to getting more details.
Yes.
Because we know that she's targeting...
Cliff and Catherine.
And she mentioned how she doesn't like Jackson, and so that goes against the alliance we just saw. In the episode.
So is she going to break it that early?
Have changed.
Yes.
Obviously.
Right. So I am just thrilled to have Big Brother back and to see this gameplay already and alliances and backstabbing. I can't wait for it all summer long.
Look, I think Jackson is the perfect casting for this.
Yes.
When you know that you're going to give someone all of this blood in the very beginning. They did it to Cody.
Yeah.
And he was great casting for that as well, because he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it. And Jackson's got that same vibe of like, I'm gonna power through.
Right, I'm an
and he's
alpha.
like, he's like, we'll just back-to-back HOH it the whole time. And I'm like, that's not how this works, buddy.
That's not gonna work. And obviously not, because Christy's the first HOH, so.
So I am loving this cast. I mean, I love something about all of them.
Yep.
And they're gonna play off each other so well, I think. I have high hopes.
Me too, and it's all new people, no returners, so just like brand new people to discover, and that's always fun.
Oh, and we should say that Julie did wrap up the show saying something that has never happened before.
Unprecedented.
Will happen with David.
On Wednesday, so we're staying tuned for that.
And that is the first live eviction on Wednesday as well.
Yep.
So I'm like, what? Someone comes out and he just goes right back in?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is he in a battle with somebody else?
Yeah.
Does he battle with Jackson? What happened?
Yeah. We shall see.
We shall see. What did you guys think of this first 2-night premiere?
Yes. Who are you liking? Who do you want to get evicted? Who do you want Christy to put on the block? Let us know your thoughts on everything.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.